guys, and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. If you're new to the channel, hey, how's it going? I am Jen. Thank you for stopping in, and if you enjoy yourself while you're here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you go, because every time you do, a Sim gets their plum bob. And as of last Tuesday, I am very excited to announce that we have surpassed 100 subscribers on the channel, which means to date, over 100 Sims have been given their plum bobs. And I don't know how you guys feel about that, but when I found out, I was super excited, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you to the 100 of you out there that have subscribed to my channel. I fully appreciate it, and I hope you guys keep enjoying the videos. It was a really historic moment for the channel. It's something I'm always going to remember, and I'm going to use that as a segue into what this week's speed build video is actually about. In honor of the channel having a historical moment, I wanted to do a historical speed build, and I ended up choosing Stonehenge for, honestly, quite a few different reasons. So it was last Tuesday when the channel actually hit 100 subscribers, and at that point I hadn't really set in stone what I was going to do for the next video. But once I did become aware of the fact that we had hit 100, after getting really excited and telling all of my siblings about it, I knew that I wanted the build to be something historical because this was, you know, a historical moment for the channel. And I am nothing if not a sucker for a good play on words. So right off the bat, boom, I knew I wanted it to be something that was of, you know, historical value. After that, I had to think about what historical, you know, landmark or whatever that I wanted to build. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, I really didn't want to do a building. I really think somebody can only build so many buildings in a row before they just want to really build anything that isn't a structured, walled building. So given those two things being what I wanted to be true of the build, immediately Stonehenge popped into my mind, and I just loved the idea right away. Then I did a little bit of research, and it turned out there really weren't many builds of it out there. In the gallery, there were more builds that showed up as houses under the search than actual, you know, landscapings designed to truly look like Stonehenge. So at that point, I was like, I don't want to build a house anyway. I want it to be something historical, and it seems like this site is really lacking representation, so let's give it a go. I thought it would be pretty easy, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I thought it was just going to be like, well, let's drop down some rocks. But immediately I realized I was wrong. For one, the base game rocks are not good rocks to do any kind of, you know, manipulation with like this. Just point blank period. I love EA. I love your game, but the rocks could not take on the task of making Stonehenge no matter how much you want them to. There's no way. No way. If somebody can do that, do it and link me to the building, because I will be so beyond impressed. There's not even words for how impressed I will be with the person who can take those base game rocks and make a at least somewhat realistic looking Stonehenge, because I don't know, I couldn't do it. I genuinely tried, couldn't do it. But with the help of some custom content rocks, which I will link down below, I want to say that it's from like 2 or 3 different CC creators. I do think I was able to pull off a pretty accurate representation of the actual site. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But I think it turned out really cool given that I was using what I was using to try to replicate it. And between you, me, and the rest of the world, I'm going to say this is probably the most effort I have ever put into any build that I ever planned to put online. Just knowing that it was a replica of an actual very famous historical landmark added so much extra pressure to try to really be accurate. I never thought I would spend so much time placing rocks in my life, but I did. I mapped it out, I placed them, I stretched the base circle, I placed them again. It was such a process to get these rocks. You may notice that the pictures, maybe you won't notice, but I actually even moved lots from a smaller lot to a larger lot just to try to make the landmark like as historically accurate as possible. It was such a lengthy process. It took so much more than I thought it would. I actually don't show you guys anywhere near the full build in the speed build. I only, I think, give the outer circle just because it took so many hours to really try to line up all those rocks. And I have more reference photos in my cell phone of Stonehenge from a sky view than you could possibly imagine, because I just really wanted to try to get it as close as possible. So to anyone watching this speed build, just know I really gave this one 500% for you guys. I really wanted it to be as accurate as I could make it. And if you end up downloading this build, because it is up on the gallery now under Stonehenge, then Don't forget to install the custom content first, otherwise there's going to be nothing on the landmark. And also, I hope your Sims have fun exploring it, because in real life you actually can't go to Stonehenge anymore. You can walk a path a distance away from it, but they don't allow people to go up to the actual site. They do this to preserve Stonehenge for, future generations, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that your Sims are actually being spoiled in their ability to walk up to it and hang out in between the rocks. Now, did you guys know that Stonehenge is over 4,000 years old and is one of the most mysterious places on this planet? Kind of like how Strangerville is one of the most mysterious places in all of SimNation. And did you also know that Strangerville is going to be available for The Sims starting tomorrow, and that I 1,000% plan on purchasing the pack and getting it into my game the moment that is an option? Well, if you didn't, now you can say you do. I do kind of just want to give you guys a heads up that I plan on purchasing the Strangerville expansion pack, and I am going to be doing a Let's Play unraveling that mystery. We are not done with Freya and her road to being famous, but we are going to take a little break from it just to kind of shift over to this, because this is exciting. It's a new expansion pack. It looks really crazy and I'm ready to mess around with it. If there is the right size lot, I may actually even put this Stonehenge build inside that world. I'm not sure yet. I gotta kind of check it out. I have been avoiding YouTube like the plague since all of the EA Game Changers got their access codes, because I don't want to spoil any of the mysteries. I did stay pretty actively involved in keeping up to date with information as it was being released about the game prior to those access codes going out, but since the point where I knew that different YouTubers were allowed to release information about the game, I have stayed very far away from YouTube outside of uploading this video, and I plan to keep doing that until the game is available to everyone. And just like that, we have rolled into screenshots. There's far fewer this week than normal, so I am going to go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. If you enjoyed today's video and you still haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that button before you go. Give us a plum bob. While you're down there, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Those are always appreciated. Other than that, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you are looking forward to these Strangerville stories and mysteries to come. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and that you make it back here for the next one. All right, y'all, take it easy.